So Leute, was geht ab, Leute? Heute ist so ein crazy Call, ich freue mich so hart drauf. Leute, wer ist ready heute für unseren Special Guest? Empire, macht mal Welle im Chat. Er kann kein Deutsch, Leute, aber wir sollten gerade extremst ausrasten, ja, damit er weiß, was gerade abgeht bei uns. Na, Leute, ihr wisst, Riyahd Jones ist für mich mit Abstand der beste Speaker in ganz IAM, meiner Meinung nach. Okay, sein Value ist wirklich von einem ganz anderen Universum, Leute. Ich habe schon so viel von ihm gelernt. Leute, ich bin persönlich eine Person, ihr wisst, ich schaue ganz viele Mentorship Calls, ich habe schon alles durchgeführt, ja. Man kennt Sketch Cartier, Austin Gotts und so weiter und so fort, ja. Die sind alle crazy, die sind alle sehr gut dabei. Aber Leute, ja, wenn man einmal einen Mentorship Call von Riyahd Jones schaut, glaube ich, man kommt da nie wieder weg. Ja, ist mit Abstand der beste Speaker und ich kann euch wirklich empfehlen, aber wenn ihr wirklich eure Träume und Ziele ernst meint, wisst ihr ganz genau, wie wichtig es ist, dass man persönlich selber als Mensch wächst, als Leader und einfach, ja, eine Person wird, die extrem viel Mehrwert in sich trägt. Ja, und ich kann euch definitiv seinen YouTube-Kanal ans Herz legen. Okay, seine Mentorship-Calls sind auf ein ganz anderes Level, wie schon gesagt ist. Ich freue mich so hart auf diesen Part. Er ist wirklich ein Mann Gottes, ein Mann, von dem ich persönlich viel lernen durfte, wie, nicht nur wie man ein Business aufbaut, aber auch was Spiritualität betrifft. Ich habe mir sehr stark Gedanken darüber gemacht, worauf er wirklich eingehen kann heute. Und meine Lieblingsthemen sind, wie ihr schon wisst, Culture und Belief. Okay, ich liebe diese Themen und warum nicht meine Lieblingsthemen mit meinem Lieblingsmentor. Und deswegen, ich hoffe, ihr seid auf jeden Fall ready, Leute. Ich werde ihm gleich das Wort abgeben auf Englisch. Und Leute, wenn ich das mache, drop mal einfach gerne, ja, wir lieben dich auf Englisch. Ja, drop mal gerne ein, wir lieben dich auf Englisch, ja, sobald ich ihm das Wort wirklich abgebe. Da ist überhaupt keine Selbstverständlichkeit. Der Mann verdient wirklich keinen einzigen Cent daran, dass er wirklich hier ist. Okay, und deswegen, Leute, zeigt mal gerne, wie gesagt, auch nochmal eure Blocking Shift in die Luft, ja, dass ihr wirklich aufnahmefähig seid, ja, dass ihr ready seid zum Mitschreiben und macht definitiv, okay, eure Camps dann, Leute, ja, zeigt wirklich eure Aktivität, es sagt ganz viel aus, ja, über euren Erfolg, ob ihr am Start seid oder ob ihr nicht am Start seid, ob ihr gerade nur nebenbei diesen Call schaut oder nicht. Deswegen, ich werde auf jeden Fall jetzt anfangen, auf Englisch zu speaken. Ich glaube, er sollte eigentlich schon auf dem Call am Start sein. Yes, let's go, let's go. So yes, Riyahd, bro, thank you for being here. Thank you, yes, for visiting Germany. It's not the first time that you are hosting a call for us, and we really appreciate your value, bro. We've been really duplicating your mentorship calls on YouTube. Like you are, on my opinion, like the best speaker in I Master Academy. I appreciate the value. I appreciate the biblical references you all always tell us. And yes, bro, you see the chat is exploding for you. Germany really loves you, as you can tell. And yes, I already gave you the calls and you can take it on, brother.
Yo, D, can you hear me okay, bro?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
My man, what's good? How you feeling, man?
What's good? Doing good, bro.
Man, can you hear me and see me good?
We can't see you, bro. We can only hear you.
You should be able to see me now.
Yes, we can see you now, bro.
All right, man. I just had to make sure my Wi-Fi was on point. I don't want to be lagging today. Yo, if y'all feeling good, drop some 777s in the chat. If you're feeling good, drop some 777 in the chat. I love you guys as well. I'm so glad that you guys have been getting value way across the water. Never met any of you guys, but man, the love that I feel from you guys on Instagram and in the chat right now, I appreciate it. I'm grateful for it. I'm honored and grateful to even be here, man. I just sometimes people forget where they came from. And when they forget where they came from, they can't go any further because of the humility aspect. So for me, I always remember where I came from. So for me to be talking to a bunch of you guys that are international, Germany, wherever you may be, far away from Atlanta, Georgia, right? That's I don't take that lightly whatsoever because I remember sleeping on the twin size bed and I would do a call and nobody would get on, right? Now we have almost 300 people on the line internationally. So I'm grateful for each and every single one of you. Hope you guys have your notes. Hope you're ready to lock in. And I hope you're ready to apply the information upon leaving the call. I believe that's why a lot of people slip, a lot of people miss it, is that they don't apply. They learn everything. It's one thing to, be on calls like this and get information from all the top leaders in the company, people like Jim Rohn or whoever you may listen to, whoever drives you into action. But it's another thing to find things from that session, from that training to apply immediately. right? Because that's a sign of coachability. How quickly can I apply information that I've learned? Like, how quickly can I apply information that I've learned? And a lot of people, that's their challenge. That's their hiccup. That's why a lot of people don't win at the level that they need to win to, because they sit on information that they should be applying. So today I'm going to give you guys some information, and you want to look for the first chance to apply it, right? How quickly can I apply this information? Because that's what's going to set you apart from everybody, right? That's what's going to set you apart from everybody. So for those that don't know who I am, my name is Riyahd Jones. I'm 28 years old. I've been a part of I Am now for almost 4 years. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I have 2 amazing sons. My wife, Sydney Jones, is a chairman 25 in the business. So everything that I'm talking about, I'm not speaking from, theories or I'm speaking from, this is what I do every day. This is how I build my business. This is how I live my life. We've proven it in our results. Like I said, my wife's a chairman 25 in the business. We broke a couple chairmen. So this information that you're going to get today about, I don't even know what I'm really going to talk about wholeheartedly yet, to be honest with you. I just got a synopsis of what I'm going to talk about, right? So whatever it is, you want to take it and look for the first chance you get to apply it. So what I do know is that when Daniel hit me up, he told me that he wanted me to cover the topic centered around culture and belief. And here's the first note that I do want you to write down. If you don't create a culture, one will be created for you. If you don't create a culture for your organization, one is going to be created for you. If you don't create a culture for your organization, one is going to be created for you. So you got to decide, what type of culture am I going to create for my organization? What do I want my organization to be about? How do I want the culture to be in my organization? Now, the next question would be, okay, cool. I have an idea of what I want my culture to look like, but how do I go about building it? How do I go about actually creating that? I know what it looks like, but what's the practical steps to start the creation process? And what I want you to know is that everything starts with you. See, that's the thing about success. It always starts with you as the person. You can't look for anybody else to create it. It's going to be created by you, the leader. You, the person that sees the vision. You, the person that sees what you want your culture inside of your organization to look like. You are going to create it by setting the example. That's how you create it. Because here's the thing. People hear what you say, but they trust what you do. They hear what I say, but they trust what I do. So whatever culture, whatever I want to see created within my organization, I have to exemplify that. I have to do that. If I want to have a culture that's centered around trading, well, I need to be a person that's trading. I need to be on the go lives. I need to be on the sessions. I need to be doing all of that, because I got to create the type of culture that I want in my organization. Because if I don't create it, one's going to be created for me by default. And what you don't want is a culture that's created by default. That's what you don't want. Because when you got a culture that's created by default, when you're looking to change the culture or create it how you want, you got to tear down bad mindsets, bad philosophies, bad thought processes, bad system, bad ways of doing things, or things that don't align with how you want to do them. And then you got to rebuild it back up. So imagine a ball coming down a hill or going backwards. You got to get the ball to stop going backwards. That's going to take energy. And then you got to find energy to push the ball forward to create momentum. So wouldn't it be better to create your culture create your own culture, design your culture, versus settling for one that was created by default because you as the leader didn't exemplify what leadership is about every single day? Because people hear what you say, but they trust what you do. Drop a 777 in the chat box if you're still tracking with me today. Drop a 777 in the chat. Okay, cool. I see you guys are still with me. So here's the deal, guys. The culture is going to be created by you. You as the leader are going to be the person that has the right, because it's your particular organization. Because that when you have the right culture, that's what leads to excitement. That's what leads to momentum. That's what leads to retention. That's what leads to everything that you will want. Think about it. If you join some type of organization, what type of culture would you want to be a part? And then you write it down. Okay, if I join an organization, this is what I want to have a part of my culture. This is what I would want to see in that organization. You write it down. And then you say, cool, this is what I need to see in my organization. And then you begin to lay out the blueprint, lay out the roadmap to how exactly you can build what you see on paper. right? But again, leadership always starts with you. Culture started by you. And here's the thing, culture, it started at the top. It's sent top down, but it's compressed from bottom up. So meaning you as the leader of the organization, you have the vision, you have the goal, you have an idea of what you want your organization to look like. You have to be able to cast that vision to your organization. And as that vision continues to go levels deep, people on the 4th level, the 5th level, the 6th level, the brand new Platinum 150, they pick up on that. They pick up on the vibe. They know what it's about. And guess what? They start speaking the same exact thing that you're speaking. They start talking the same exact language that you're talking, right? And then they start driving it up. So now the leader drives it down, but all the new individuals, the people that are coming off the bench, the people that are now getting motivated, now about to start having positions in the company, they start driving the thing up. So now you have a tight culture. Does that make sense? Because it's not going to just be created by one person. It's going to take one person to have the idea, one person, and that one person is you, is your organization. So you're the person that's going to have it. Yeah, your leadership, all of them going to have a culture. But see, when you have the right vision, when you have the right goals, and you're looking to create the right culture, everything that you do should be in alignment already with what your leader's doing. It should already be in alignment with what your leader's doing. It should already be in alignment with what the company is doing. See, every vision has to fall in somebody else's vision to a certain extent. My vision falls into David E. Monetier's vision. David E. Monetier's vision falls into the company vision. So that's kind of how it works. So I got to create the culture, vision, goals, all this stuff has to be in alignment. And this is the language that I have to speak. This is what I have to talk about on calls. So like for me, my culture and my organization, I wanted a culture of believing. That's all I wanted. I wanted a culture of people that believe. Because if you got a culture of people that believe, they'll always do work. See, the reason why most people don't do work, ladies and gentlemen, is because they don't believe. That's the only reason. Because anything that you actually believe, you will take action on. Like, think about in high school, fellas. If you actually thought you had a shot with that girl in high school, you would take the shot. But if you knew you didn't have a chance with her in school, you wasn't taking the shot. No, I know I can't get her. No shot at all. No chance. Same thing in business. If you know for a fact chairman is yours, you will take a shot and do the work at it every single day because you know that it's yours. But if you don't really believe that it's yours, you won't do the work every day. So my thing was, I wanted to create a culture that was centered around believing. So knowing that, what did I need to provide for my organization? I needed to provide the right experiences for my organization. I got to make sure my team is going to events. I got to make sure they're plugging into the calls. Why? Because every time they have a new experience, get new information, they get around different people, they get in a new environment, what's happening to their belief system? Their belief system is being impacted because your belief system is impacted by 4 things: the environment that I'm in, the people that I'm around, the information that I'm receiving, and the experiences that I'm having. The environment that I'm in, the associations that I'm around, the people that I'm around, the information that I'm receiving on a repetitive basis, and the experiences that I'm having. So me knowing that I wanted a culture where people believe that they had a shot to win, I had to make sure that I was hitting all 4 aspects from a leadership standpoint. So I hosted events, I host Airbnb retreats, I host giveaways. I do things that will encourage people to believe. And then watch this. This is the most critical thing. You got to help other people win. See, when you start helping other people win, other people in your organization believe they have a shot at winning. And so this is what I mean when we're talking about creating the culture that you create. But here's the thing about culture and the thing about leadership. They both take time. Yeah, and see, that's where most people lose it at, Daniel. They don't understand that building culture in an organization and building leadership, personal leadership, and leadership within my organization, all of that takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in 3 months. A real leader, somebody that's been through the cycles of business, it's going to take at least 2 to 5 years to develop somebody that's a true leader. It's not going to happen in the first year. It may not happen in the second year. So knowing that, I can't give up too soon. I can't turn my back on process too soon. I can't throw in the towel too soon. I got to already come in the game knowing what to expect, because when you know the enemy, you can defeat the enemy. And the punches that hurt the worst, ladies and gentlemen, are the ones that you don't see coming. See, if you don't see it coming, then it hurts more. But if you know it's coming, then you can just roll with the punch. It's still going to hurt, but it's not going to hurt as much as the one that you didn't see coming, because you can just roll with it. So I know it's going to take me 2 to 5 years to become a multimillionaire, to become a multiple six-figure earner. Okay, so when year 3 gets here and it's not going my way, I'm not going to fold, because I still got 2 years left for me to like even gauge what they're talking about, because they told me 3 to 5 years. So I'm going to expect year 1 to be a little bit slow. I'm going to expect year 2 to be a little bit slow. I'm going to expect year 3 to be a little bit slow. But by the time you get to year 3, guess what? If you got people that's been sticking and staying with you, they're also going into their year 2. They're going into their year 3. So what you guys have been now building for the past 3 years, you may not have the results yet, but what you have is experience. And so when the right people join, you had the experience with the right people. So the same activity that you've been doing from year 1 to year 2 to year 3, the right people finally get you when you're the right person. And that is what builds network marketing businesses. That's what builds it, is when the leader becomes ready enough to build it with the right people. But you got to keep going through the wrong people in the beginning. And that's where most people quit. All you're doing is going through the numbers. You got to keep going through the numbers to see if you find the right people that's going to stick and stay to get their pay. They may not show up in your first wave of leadership. They may not show up in your first or second wave of momentum. It may be that third wave of momentum with the people that you're looking for finally join. But if you quit too soon, if you stop believing too soon, then you won't be here when that person is ready to take the business to the next level, because they have the network, they have the credibility, they have the desire, they have the why, they're ready to work, and you have the experience to teach them because you stayed down for year 1, year 2, year 3. Your process, everything may happen for you in year 1. Everybody's different, but I'm giving you the scenario that can work for anybody. How long does high school take? In America, it's 4 years. College in America is 4 years, right? With the option to do a 5th year. When I played sports my whole life. So basketball, football, baseball, those are my things. I played got a brief shot to play professionally here in the States with the Detroit Lions and whatnot. And so just over the course of time of me playing sports, one thing that I learned is that in the NFL or the NBA, if you Google it, you will see that it takes the average NBA or NFL player to hit their prime in year 4 and year 5. That's when they hit their prime, in year 4 and year 5. So you got to be willing to give this process time, because it's going to take you time to build your culture. It's going to take you time to build leadership. It's going to take you time to build belief. And if you fold too soon, you're going to miss all the right people when they're supposed to be, when they're ready to join, when their time came. Or watch this, when you're the people that you've been with, when they became ready, when they took their L's, they went to some events, they sacrificed, they kept showing up. Because here's the thing. If you know that this is going to take time, if you know it's going to take 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, if y'all saw what David posted today on Instagram, David Imonitie, he been in the game 17 years. So you can't look and say, I want to be where David is at in the next 4 years, 5 years. He's been in the game 17 years. Somebody on this call probably 17 years old. So from the time you were born, if you're 17, David's been doing network marketing. He's been in the game, giving it time. So we see David today, but we didn't see David in his first 5 years when he struggled. See what I mean? Yeah, if you look at the post, he struggled for 5 years. It took him, I think, 6 years to make his first 6 figures. So everybody's not going to be a Bryce Thompson. Everybody's not going to be a Jalen Goss. But what if it took you 6 years and you stayed down for 10, 11 more and you became a David Imonitie? Would that be okay? Yeah, see, that's kind of how I see it. It's like everybody has the ability to win, but most people not willing to give it time. And another thing that I came to learn, Daniel, is that most people don't win because they're just lazy. And because they're lazy, they create a culture of laziness. So they're Platinum 600, but they're lazy Platinum 600. So now they have lazy Platinum 150s and lazy customers. They're Platinum 1000, Platinum 2000, but they're lazy. So their Platinum 1000 is lazy. And that Platinum 1000 organization is lazy because people don't only hear what you say, but they see what you do, and they're willing to trust more on what you do than versus what you say. So most people lose because they're lazy. They just don't work. That's it. I guarantee you, if you're on the line right now and you're not a Platinum 600, I'm not calling you lazy. I might be. But if I asked you, were you doing the actual work to go Platinum 600? And I asked you to show me your planner, that'll tell me everything I need to know. If I ask you, were you a Platinum 1000, you're doing the right work, and you tell me, yes, I will ask you your planner, and your planner will tell me everything that I need to know. And here's another thing I learned. It's not just that people are lazy. There's also a reason why they're lazy, or a reason why they're not moving into action outside of belief, or there's a reason why they don't actually believe. And what I've came to understand is that people just don't know. People just have a low level of awareness. What do I mean by that? See, you can only achieve what your level of awareness allows you to. You can only achieve what your level of awareness allows you to. Another way I like to put that is we don't perform to the level of our ability. We perform to the level of our awareness. So if I'm not really aware about something, I can't really perform. I can't really work the way in which I need to work because I just don't know. So I'm going to clear it up right now. How do I go Platinum 1000? You ready? Drop a 777 in the chat if you're not a Platinum 1000. That should be the majority of the call. Because if all y'all's Platinum 1000s, Daniel will be a Chairman 250. You understand what I'm saying? So watch this. Did you know? And if you didn't know, you're about to know. Because there should be no reason why you guys aren't Platinum 1000s this summer. In the next 90 days, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. Right? So this is the work. Y'all talk a lot about belief and spiritual side of success and all that, but that stuff only makes sense. It only proves to be in my life because I actually know the work, the formula of the work that goes with it as well. All right. So it makes it easier for me to believe. It makes it easier for me to have faith because it just ain't blind faith. I know what to do every day. Right. So this business is built on Platinum 1000s. You want to go chairman? You need Platinum 1000s. Right. How do I go Platinum 1000? Here's the formula. If you want to go Platinum 1000, what you have to do, this is the work. Watch this. 12 to 15 presentations. That's it. 12 to 15 presentations. Now, if I asked you, and if you're not a Platinum 1000, I asked you, have you done 12 to 15 presentations? Somebody will probably tell me yes, and they say I'm still not a Platinum 1000. Then I would say, did you have the right numbers? Did you do it in the right way? So here's the deal. If I do 12 to 15 presentations with 7 to 10 guests at my presentation or my Zoom call, whatever the case may be, my goal, listen to me, is to enroll 3 customers. That's my goal. Now, as people are asking per day. So no, it's not per day. It's however fast you want to go Platinum 1000. So this is 12 to 15 presentations in one organization. What does that mean? So let's just say I just enrolled Jerome. Jerome Tolliver just joined my business, right? Boom. My man just joined. I just got his link. Welcome to the family. I'm going to get Jerome paid. Listen, I'm showing you how I break Platinum 1000s. This is how you do it. Because if you got this part, all the believing stuff, it makes it easier. But remember, most people don't win because they don't work. And the reason why they don't work is because they don't know what to do. They don't know how to build it. They just out here they're just doing stuff, right? And I'm not saying that's any of you guys on the call, but maybe it is Monte Carlo that don't know what they're doing. I just want to give you my formula, what I teach my organization on how to do it. If it makes sense to you, apply it. If it don't, just keep doing what you're doing, right? But I just want to be of value from a building perspective on how you can break more ranks within your organization to create that culture of belief, because a culture around belief, it needs to have results in it. People got to get promoted. Ranks got to start happening. Momentum is going to come from people following the system, getting paid and getting results. That's where momentum comes from. New and excited people following the system, getting paid, getting results. That's it. That's how you create it. Because when they're excited, they're going to tell people about it. So I'm going to get Jerome in the business. Jerome's going to sign up. I'm going to get him paid on HFX, money in minutes, go live, swipe trades, whatever product you use to get people paid, don't matter. You just got to get them paid within 24 to 72 hours immediately. Once they get paid, the next thing that you want this person to do is set up a personal, listen to me, a personal opportunity call. Not just an opportunity call where they get their guest on there and, you know, you can't, the reason why, that's great, but the reason why it's not as effective, because if I just sign Jerome up and I want to figure out what Jerome is really about, I need to see what his level of influence is. So I need to say, Jerome, let's do a call. And I don't need 50 people on the call, 100. That's not what I'm looking for. I just need Jerome to get 7 to 10 people on the call, even 5 people. Here's why, because I only need 3 people to join from the call. 3 is the magic number in network marketing. I'm about to prove it to you in just a second, right? So I'm going to do that with Jerome 4 to 6 times. So if I just sign Jerome up, that's my personally sponsored customer, and he tell me he wants to launch and build the business, guess what? We're going to do 4 to 6 launch calls, 4 to 6 opportunity calls, me and Jerome. If there's other opportunity calls happening, great. But me and Jerome, because I signed him up, I'm going to make sure that I do that with him, because I can guarantee he's going to go 2 and free, and I can basically guarantee platinum 150, right? Because if we just did 2 calls and it was 4 people a piece on, we're going to sign up 1 person per call. I already know that. This is why you got to be good at presenting. Now, if you suck at presenting, this ain't going to work. But if you're good at presenting, or you got somebody that's good at presenting, sharing information, then this is going to work for you, right? And if you're not good at presenting, you want to go chairman, guess what you got to do? Learn how to present. Secret. Got to learn how to present. So me and Jerome are going to do that 4 to 6 times. Remember, I said it takes 12 to 15 presentations to break a platinum 1,000. But 4 to 6 of those are going to be with Jerome. Not all 12, 4 to 6. If me and Jerome do 4 to 6 opportunity calls, me and his face on the flyer, he's inviting his network out, he's going to get 5 to 10 people on every call if he's doing it, right? If he's doing the work. Again, most people just don't do the work. If he knows me and him doing a call, today's Tuesday. If he know we were doing a call on Friday, he got 3 days to invite people for this call. I only said 7 to 10. He got enough time to invite 50, 100. But I only need 7 to 10 because my goal is to sign up 3. If we get more, great. But 3 is the duplicatable number, and that's what you're looking for. It's not what you can do, it's about what you can duplicate. So you probably can sign up 20, 30, but that's not going to duplicate in your business. We got to get 3s duplicating. So I'm going to sign up Jerome. We're going to do 4 to 6 calls. When me and Jerome do our 4 to 6 calls, we should be signing up 3 people per call. So if we did 4 calls and signed up 3 customers per call, Jerome's a platinum 600 by himself. Success is math. So the reason why you have not went platinum 600 yet is because you haven't utilized the formula yet. That's the only reason. Now you got the formula. Now you know the game. Now you know, if I'm not a platinum 600, I want to go platinum 600, I need to do 4 presentations. Every presentation, I need to sign up 3 customers. So I need to have enough people on where I can sign up 3 customers every time. And I need to make sure I got a good person that's presenting the information. Guaranteed platinum 600. If you do 4 to 6, you sign 3 people per one, you get 7, 10 people on, because you can't control who sign up. Listen to me. You can't control the 3 people sign up. But what you can control is you have the right amount of numbers on there to get 3 people to sign up. You can't control the right type of people you have on there. If you got a bunch of bums on there, then that's different. They don't even count. If you got 10 bums, you know ain't got money, that's different. But if you got 7 to 10 people who you think have a little bit of money, they decent, got a job, if they don't got money, they can find the money, they can join within 72 hours. That's what you're looking for, right? Boom. We do that 4 to 6 times, Jerome's going to go platinum 600 by himself. So I got 6 more presentations to do. How do I do those 6 presentations? Well, I'm spreading those 6 presentations out with the people that Jerome just brought into the business. That's how I'm doing it. So me and Jerome just brought Daniel in the business. I am Daniel, just joined under Jerome. Boom. We're going to get him paid. Boom, he gets paid. Once he gets paid, I'm going to go to him and say, bro, let's launch. We're going to do the same thing me and Jerome just did, except me and Daniel, because I didn't sponsor him, me and Daniel not going to do 4. Me and Daniel just going to do 2. Me and Daniel going to do 2 presentations. Daniel gets 5 to 10 people on per one. Daniel signs up. Let's just say he signs up 2-3 people on those 3 calls. He just went platinum 150. We do that again with 5 more people. Platinum 1,000. Done. In the bag. So now you know the exact roadmap to how to get it done. I need to do 12 to 15 presentations within one organization. So if I want to break a new platinum 1,000 in my 3rd leg of business, I need to go to my 3rd leg of business and knock out 12 to 15 presentations in somebody's organization. That's how you get it done. So that's the formula. That's how you go platinum 1,000. It's so many ways. Like I need to enroll 12 to 15 customers myself, right? This is what I learned from David. Customers break 3 to 5 platinum 150s. That's going to break me platinum 1,000. How do I enroll those 12 to 15 customers? Well, I'm going to do 4 to 6 launch calls, launching my business, and I'm going to sign up 3 customers per one. How much time do I need to have in between? How fast do you want to rank up? These 4 presentations can be done in a week. They can be done in 2 weeks. They can be done in a month. You do 1 presentation a week, sign 3 customers. But here's the deal. Success, love, speed. So the faster you knock out your 4 to 6 presentations, the faster you go platinum 600. That's it. But most people lazy, bro. Most people lazy. That's why they don't do it. The work is so simple. But it's also simple not to do. You know how simple it is to take a good picture, get a flyer made, set a date 3 days from now, and start inviting people out as if you were like inviting somebody out to a birthday party, have somebody else do the presentation for you. You do that 4 times, you'll platinum 600. You do it again with 2 more people each leg, you'll platinum 1,000. Simple. But what's simple to do is also simple not to do. So you get that, you create a culture around platinum 1,000s breaking, platinum 600s breaking, it's a wrap. You'll have a big business, and you'll have a business that's always bringing in customers because they have a formula on how to bring in the customers. How do I break a brand new platinum 600? 4 presentations, 4 launch calls. Not, oh, there's a 7:30 call happening, get your people on there. No. Why? Because we need to edify the person that we're launching. I just signed up Jerome. I need to make Jerome look like a superstar to his network. Boom. His network like, dang, Jerome not finna leave me. Let me sign up. They enroll into the business. You do the same thing with them. You keep the process going. This is how you build. I'm telling you, you learn how to build, you don't got to recruit as much because you know how to build through people's networks. So you may not have the biggest network. You may not know a lot of people. You may not have a lot of Instagram influence or Facebook presence, right? But if you know how to duplicate at the lowest level, which is platinum 150, because you understand the power and the art of launching somebody's business, you'll always have one. You'll always have one. And this is what you want to create in your organization. But guess what? Again, it all takes time. So going back to a question that I asked you earlier, because I didn't finish that. I don't think I gave you the answer. If I know that it's going to take me time to build a leader, if I know that it's going to take me time to build culture within my organization, the question should be, how do I buy more of it? Like, how do I get more time? How do I buy more time if it's going to take me time? And the average person doesn't stick around after 90 days, 2 months. You talking about 2 years? They're going to be gone in 2 years. So how do I keep buying that time? I keep buying that time through experiences, and I keep buying time through results, and I keep buying time through culture. And the 4th one, which is the most important, I said at the beginning of the call, is leadership. That's how you buy time. So you buy the time through leadership, culture, results, and experiences. This is what makes people want to stay. Every time they go to an event and have a new experience, that buys you another 3 to 6 months. And then another event gonna come. Every time they get on the call, that buys them more time to the next call. They was gonna quit on Friday, but man, they got on that call and they said, you know what, I'm gonna give this thing another week. I'm gonna give it another month because they heard one thing that clicked. Oh, snap, they just went platinum 150. They've been in the business for 2 months, nothing happened, but they left this call, got the formula, they went platinum 150 in 2 days. That bought them more time because now they say, well, let me help my people that I just brought in, help them do that. Boom. Leadership, you're a great leader. You keep working on your leadership. It's gonna be people that say, I like him, got character, they have integrity, they're motivated, they inspire me. So I'm gonna stick around a little bit longer. Man, I'm getting paid on HFX. That colors with Dr. Spiller, I'm hitting every day. I'm making money every day. That buys you more time. So knowing that that is what buys you time, you do things that buy you more time with your people that you're working with. Simple business. We overcomplicate it thinking about the big stuff. How can I do an event with 500 people? How can I do a Zoom call with 500 people? Not understanding that the money is really made at the lowest ranks of the compensation plan. If you want to build something huge, then you understand that it's not going to be a bunch of people doing a whole lot of stuff. It's going to be a bunch of people doing a few things. That's how you're going to build something huge. A ridiculous amount of people doing the small stuff. A lot of people going platinum 150. A lot of people sign up to, let me show you something. I'm on my phone right now, but let me just pull my calculator from my laptop. I want to show you guys the difference because I told you that in network marketing, the magic number was 3. I'm about to prove it to you. Let me pull up my calculator on my laptop. All right, boom. We talking about duplication. Let me show y'all something. This is I'm about to multiply 2, right? So 2, my first level, I times it by 2. That's 2, right? I times this 4 by 2. Times that 8 by 2, I'm at 16. This is my third level. I'm gonna break this down in a second. I times this by 2 again. So this is my fourth time multiplying 2. I'm at 32. My fifth time multiplying 2. I'm at 64. Boom. Sixth time, 128. Seventh time, 256. Eighth time, 512. So 8 multiplications of 2 got me to 512. Let me do 3. 3 times 3. 9. Times that by 3 again, I'm at 27. I'm on my second level. Times that by 3 again, I'm at 81. Times by 3 again, 4th level. Times by 3 again, 5th level. Times by 3 again, 6th level. Times by 3 again. Do you see the difference in 2 and 3 when it comes down to multiplication? Drop a 3 in the chat box if that made sense. Because if you understand the difference in 2 and 3, everything changes for you. So I'm building my organization and I'm working with brand new people. The magic number is 3. Like, how many people can we help enroll 3? Because that is duplicatable. And it's duplication that leads to the large organization. It's never about what you can do yourself. It's about what everybody can do at a high level. And if I can create a culture where people know that when I enroll a customer, I gotta honor the first law of business. What's the first law of business? A customer is not a customer until they've gotten paid and they've enrolled 3 customers. That's the law. When you get paid, you get a result and you enroll your 3 customers. That's when you're a legit customer in my business because I know you're free now. You're free. You got some skin in the game. And we've multiplied. So the difference between 2 and 3 is not 1, it's hundreds. It's hundreds, the difference in that. Right? And so now that you understand it, now that you know that, that's why the launching is important. I think I saw that question earlier, like, what's the point of launching people, right? See, that may not be for you. Like, you're a customer, that may not be for you. You may be the person that's getting launched, right? But the person that's doing the launching, that's doing the calls, when you're doing these calls, you want to know, okay, I need to enroll 3 people per call. If I get more, great. But if I can get 3 customers at every presentation that I'm doing, can you imagine if you got 5 presentations happening and you got 3 people joining per one, that's 15 presentations. I mean, that's 15 presentations. Did I say that right? 5 presentations, 15 people join. No, that's 15 people that joined you. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, that's 15 people that joined you. If 5 presentations happen that week, 3 people join per one, that's 15 people that join. Imagine that times 4. That's 15, 30, 45, 60 people. That's 60 people that just joined your business that month. That probably took you to your next level. But we don't think about the small things. We think about the humongous things, which is cool, but you don't want to trip over a rock because you were so busy looking at the mountaintop. Like, I see what's up there, but I haven't even like really mastered what's here. And if you understand the basics, the fundamentals of building a business, then you'll always be able to build it. And you'll create a culture of people that understand the magnitude of how to build it, right? What you guys are doing is probably right. It's probably lit. It's probably already working. But I wanted to just add something from a mental standpoint that gives you a roadmap on how to just get it done. Like, I know if I do my 12 to 15 presentations, that's my formula to me going platinum 1,000. So if I haven't done my 12 to 15 in the way in which he broke it down, that's why I'm not a platinum 1,000. That's the only reason. I haven't done it right. So when I do it right, now that I know how to do it, now I can just do it. And this is the culture that I'm going to create. Because if I don't create a culture that I create, one's going to be created for me default. And if a culture is created by default, I gotta break down the lame culture, the crappy culture, and then rebuild up. That's going to take more time. So I can just do it right. I can build the foundation right, because any person that's building, they understand that the foundation is more important than what you're actually building. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I live in the city of Atlanta, so it's buildings, like high rises everywhere where I live at in my neighborhood. And no matter how high these buildings go, the foundation in which they're building on is way more important than what they're building. So no matter what you build in, no matter how big you want to build it, if you don't have belief within the organization, if you don't have culture within the organization, if you don't have the right structure, the foundation is not right, it's not going to last. So that's why you got to understand the importance of doing things and doing them right, man. And ultimately, just don't be lazy. Like, because it don't matter how big your desire is, man. We talk about it all the time. God gives you the desires of your heart. So whatever you got in your heart, whatever you want, he gave it to you. So he gave you the desire that you have. And he wants to also physically give it to you. He wants to do it in your life, wants you to manifest it. But it's all going to take time. But I ran across a scripture in Proverbs. If you know anything about Proverbs, Proverbs is a book of wisdom. Straight wisdom. And what it said was, listen to this. Remember, God is the one that gave you the desire. But the wisest man to ever live, he said, despite your desire. So despite what God gave you, despite what you feel in your heart, despite the vision that you see, despite your desire, the lazy will come to ruin because their hands refuse to work. So it don't matter how much you want it, don't matter how much the desire burns in your heart. If you're lazy, it's still not going to happen for you. If you don't work, it's still not going to happen for you. And here's why people are lazy. People are lazy because they lack discipline. People are lazy because they lack discipline. And man, your desire, everything that you want, is at the mercy of your discipline, because it's at the mercy of your work. And if I don't work, it's because I'm not disciplined. It's because I'm lazy. But if I'm working and I'm working consistently, it's because I'm disciplined. So despite my desire, if I'm lazy, nothing is going to happen in my life. So despite the fact that I just got the formula on how to go platinum 600 and platinum 1000, you can do that in a week. You can do it in 90 days. You can do it in 6 months. The formula, 12 to 15 presentations, 12 to 15 opportunity calls within an organization, because this is how you launch business, right? And this also helps you develop a leader faster, because they can watch you do the presentation 4 to 6 times. So guess what? They now know what to do now. They watch you personally launch somebody 4 to 6 times. So watch this. If it's all they know, if it's all they see, it's all they know. And if it's all they know, it's all they do. And if it's all they do, it's all that duplicates. If it's all they see, it's all they know. Think about it. You just joined me. I just signed up Leandro. Leandro just joined. Boom, he's in my business. He don't know anything else. He only knows what he sees me do. It's all he's going to know. So if it's all he sees, it's all he's going to know. And if it's the only thing that he knows, it's the only thing that he will do. And if it's all that he does, that's all that's going to duplicate. So that's why you taking ownership of launching people in your business, doing those first 4 to 6 calls is important, because they're going to see exactly how to do it. So they're going to know how to do it. So they're going to do it. And it's going to duplicate in your business. That's why you got to do the 4 to 6 calls, because it helps somebody see how to do it. It helps you identify a leader. It helps you develop a leader. It helps you walk somebody through the process of launching. So when it's their time to launch somebody, they're going to say, Leandro, how do I do it, bro? Well, how did I do it with you? Oh, well, you did this. Perfect. Now you go do the same thing with somebody else. So now you don't have to hold anybody's hand. You're quickly able to identify who's worth your time in leadership, man. This is not a customer game. It's a leadership game. And when you understand it's a leadership game, you don't stress about customers. I don't stress about customers. I don't stress about people quitting and joining. That don't matter. Who's going to become a leader? Who wants to do what it takes to become a leader? Because I'm going to work with them. And if it takes them a little time to show up, then cool. I'm just keep working what I got until the right ones show up, because I already know the right ones are going to show up. I just got to be here, and I got to be ready for when they show up. That's the thing. You got to be available and ready when they show up. Because if they show up and you're not ready and available, meaning you've grown and you haven't quit, they just need the right leadership. They got the credibility, the network, the work ethic, the desire. They're willing to travel. That person, they don't just show up on your first day, though. It may take that person a year to show up. It may take that person 2 years to show up, but only take one person to change your whole business forever. Can you imagine if Bryce Thompson joined you? My goodness. Like, just imagine that. D.L. Woods is one of my close friends. Money and Minutes, D.L. Woods, right? So we were talking one day, and it was like, bro, like, I didn't expect Brandon Thompson and Bryce Thompson to change my life like that. I went to high school with Brandon. But one person changed his life forever. Bryce Thompson is in D.L. Woods' leg of business, and everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? So, but guess what? It took DL 6 or 7 years before that right person showed up. Do you see what I mean now? You just got to be here and available, ready and available for when they do. Meaning you went through the time, you went through the process, personal self-development, you got your character right, you got your integrity right, you got your leadership ability right. You went to events, you sacrificed, you went through your process. You probably had to overcome some adversity. You probably had to take some L's, turn them into M's. That's the game. Take my L's, take my lessons, and turn them into $1 million. $1 million worth of games. See, every lesson that I went through, It has now turned into $1 million worth of game that I'm able to just give away for free on a Zoom call. Right? So at the end of the day, a culture is going to be created for you by default, or you're going to create it yourself by exemplifying leadership every single day, showing people how to do it, showing people the process, steps, practical information. You create a culture centered around belief. People believing. If people are believing, they'll always be working. It's easy to see who's not believing because you will be able to look and sell who's not working. I don't question somebody's work ethic. I question their belief, right? Or I know their work ethic is based on their belief. So if somebody not working, I just know like this person not believing. That's it. So if they get back believing, they'll get back to working, because action is a byproduct of believing. Results are a byproduct of action. This stuff is, when you understand the formula behind success, it's so easy to create in any field, any lane, any business, any new leader, any new line of business, any new leg. You know what to do, so you don't stress. You already know. When a championship coach wins the championship, he knows how to win another one. Like, that's how dynasties are created, because they know how they won the previous year. So they go create it again. 3P. I'm a 3P. I'm going to do it this year, next year, and the next year, because I know how I did it in the first 2 years. So when you know how you do it, you don't trip. You don't stress if people leave. You don't stress if the organization falls apart. You don't stress if you lose a little bit of momentum, because you know how you did it. You know how you built it. And we know how you built it. You can build it again and again and again. In this company, another industry, don't matter. You know how success is created. Success is a formula. It's a science. And people overcomplicate it looking for the hard stuff, when it's very simple. It's just the work consistently. But I won't do it if I lack discipline. I won't do it if I lack belief. But if I have those two factors in place, I'll always do the work. If I'm always doing the work, I'm going to get the results. So I thank y'all for your time, and I don't want to sit here and keep going. It's been an hour. So I hope you guys got value. Hope you guys got some game from that. And I hope you guys, more important than anything, man, got practical information that you can just apply today. I don't know what time it is over there. It's like 4:00 here, but y'all might be late over there. But in the morning, you can wake up and say, man, I got the game plan. I know exactly what I need to do. So let me set my first opportunity call, my first launch. Think about it. We all got iPhones, the majority of us, I'm sure. Like iPhone, like Apple, they don't just roll it out. They don't just roll out an iPhone. Y'all know that, right? They launch it. It's a big deal. That's how you have to take your business. Like, you can't say you want to go chairman and you ain't launching your business. You just rolling it out there. No, you got to create excitement. You got to create buzz. You got to create curiosity about it. I bought a new iPad Pro recently, like two weeks ago. Changed my life from a productive standpoint. But the only reason I bought the iPad Pro is because I saw an advertisement of it, and the advertisement of it made me curious to how it can improve my life. So because I became curious, I went to the website. I started looking at the features. I'm looking at the video. I said, you know what? I'm gonna buy this iPad Pro. That's what people do with your business. They see the advertisements, they see the marketing, they see the ad, they get curious. What's this Forex stuff? What's this trading stuff? What's this network marketing stuff they talking about? Oh, let me just tune into a Zoom call. Let me tune into a video. They watch the video. They say, man, this is dope. I want to buy it. But if nobody know you got a business, nobody can buy your product. So Daniel, thank you so much, my brother. I'm going to pass this thing back to you so that you can close us out. I love y'all, and I know I'm going to see you guys at the I Am convention that we have in October with 35,000 people, location to be determined. So, Daniel, back to you, bro.
Leute, das war absolut crazy. Leute, reagiert mal nicht nur im Chat mit Herzen, sondern geht mal wirklich auf Unrecht, auf diese Zoom-Aktion, geht mal auf Reaktionen, ja, und gebt mal Riyahd einfach mal ein Herz. Leute, absolut crazy. Und ich weiß for a fact, ja, dass dieser Part so viele Leute angesprochen hat. Ich weiß es einfach nur. Ja, ich weiß, dass so viele auf diesem Call gerade am Struggeln sind mit Stagnierung, sie machen und irgendwie attracten sie nur komische Leute, ja, sie attracten nur Dullis und sie machen all das, was die Crossline macht, aber irgendwie klappt es nur bei der Crossline und bei mir selber nicht. Ja, ja, habt ihr gehört, was er gesagt hat? Ja, Dale Woods, okay, ist der Chairman 25, HFX Trader. Ja, unter ihm ist die ganze Tradehouse-Organisation. Das heißt, ihm gehören 60% aller Chairmans bei IM. Aber er hat diese Person nicht einfach so gefunden. Er hat Brandon nicht einfach so gefunden, Leute. Er hat 6 Jahre darauf gewartet, okay? 6 Jahre. Er hat gesagt, dass Dale ein guter Kumpel von ihm ist. Und er hätte niemals erwartet, dass es einfach so kommt, aber es kam einfach. Na, und ich weiß ganz genau, dass viele auf diesem Call am Hustlen sind am Prospecten, sie sind am Launchen, sie machen die Präsis, aber irgendwie kommen nicht diese Leute. Ja, macht weiter, Leute, ja. Entwickelt euch weiter. Okay, macht das, was er gesagt hat. Ja, und ihr werdet merken, diese richtigen Menschen werden kommen. Es ist alles nur eine Frage der Zeit. Wir können nicht bestimmen, wann diese Person kommt. Wir können aber bestimmen, dass diese Person kommt, indem wir weitermachen. So crazy. Für mich auch ein absoluter Klickmoment. Er hat gesagt, ja, er judgt nicht eine Person anhand der Work Ethic, er judgt eine Person anhand des Beliefs von der Person, anhand des Glaubens. Denn wenn eine Person nicht arbeitet, heißt es automatisch, dass die Person nicht glaubt. Also anstatt, dass du im Grunde anfängst zu versuchen, die Work Ethic von der Person zu verbessern, frag die Person mal, woran glaubt sie gerade? Oder ist sie erfüllt von Zweifel? Glaubt sie wirklich? Sieht sie wirklich ihre Zukunft hier bei AM? Und du bist die Person, du bist dieser Leader, ja, du bist die Person, die die Culture bestimmt. Eine Culture von Belief, eine Culture von Glauben, okay? Denn er hat selber gesagt, wenn du nicht die Culture bestimmst, durch deine Taten, durch deine Experience, durch die Resultate, die die Menschen bekommen und durch dein Leadership, wird es automatisch durch einen Standard, ja, automatisch wird die Culture kreiert werden. Aber jetzt hast du etwas, was du nicht bestimmt hast, sondern etwas, was automatisch kam. Ja, das heißt, wir wissen ja, alles fängt wirklich im Leadership an und das war ein absolut crazy Call, Leute. Leute, falls ihr zum ersten Mal etwas von Riyahd Jones gehört habt, ich kann euch wirklich nur empfehlen, geht auf seinen YouTube-Kanal, gebt euch alles, was dieser Mann auf diesem YouTube-Kanal droppt, denn sein Value ist, man kann es einfach nicht beschreiben. Ich glaube, es gibt kein Adjektiv dafür. Ich habe sowas noch nie gesehen. Ja, das ist einfach nur crazy, ja, wie er alles aufbaut, die Vergleiche, die er bringt, ist einfach nur crazy. Ja, deswegen, Leute, ihr habt das Belief, ihr wisst ganz genau, was zu tun ist, okay? Ja, seid geduldig vor allem, na, und definitiv setzt diese Punkte um. Okay, ich weiß, er hat gesagt, bei 5 Leuten auf der Präsi startet safe ein. Und er hat gesagt, bei 7 bis 10 Leuten starten 3 Leute auf der Präsi. Ja, man kann sagen, dass im Grunde definitiv die Quote in Amerika ein bisschen anders ist als bei uns, aber ganz egal. Ja, wenn du am Chairman-Tisch bist, wird niemand sagen, was, du hast 10 Jahre gebraucht, um Chairman zu gehen. Jeder wird sich einfach freuen, dass du Chairman gegangen bist. Okay? Deswegen, wir nehmen das und setzen es einfach um. Okay? Und er hat gesagt, du kannst nicht bestimmen, wie viele Leute nach einer Präsi starten. Und das können wir auch nicht. Wir können aber bestimmen, wie viele Leute auf diese Präsi kommen. Okay? Ja, deswegen, Leute, ich wünsche euch auf jeden Fall was. Ja, morgen an Our Empire, an meiner Organisation, haben wir den Call mit Niklas Geisgeiter und Leon Hoffmann, genau die gleiche Uhrzeit, ja, trading-technisch zum Thema Psychologie. And guys, as you already know, we see us at the top because the bottom is way too crowded and it will always be worth it, guys. Mach's gut, Leute. Ciao, ciao.